Rain here. Today is another build showcase and it's Harrow Prime Evade build. Today I'm going to show you my setup, so let us immediately start. Alright, let's start with mods first. So we have Combat Discipline. When you kill enemies, you lose health. Really good synergy with Arcane Avenger on damage. So when you lose health, this can trigger, giving you 45% flat critical chance for your weapons. Really good. We have Prime Footed for knockback immunity. If something tries to knock you back, you're immune. Prime Flow for maximum energy, you kinda need this. Prime Continuity and Narrow Minded for ability duration, you kinda need this as well. We have Ability Strength, Ability Strength, Ability Strength, and Ability Strength for your fort ability, your main ability for damage. And the last mod is a augment for your fort ability called Lasting Covenant. When you kill enemies during your fort ability, it will extend the duration, which is very, very important and really good for this setup. And that's it. These are the mods. For the Arcanes, like I said, Arcane Avenger and Arcane Crab. Arcane Crab, while invisible, we're going to be invisible thanks to Sight 9's helmet ability, giving you 30% more ability duration and 3x final critical damage. Really good for this setup. These are the Arcanes. And for the stats, we don't care about anything here except for these stats here. We have massive duration, massive strength, low range, low efficiency, and yeah, that's it. These are the stats, the mods, the Arcanes, and now it's time for me to show you the abilities. For the abilities, I did remove his first ability for Evade. If you like the first ability, you can remove the third ability for Evade. It's all up to you. Evade, what it does, it gives you invisibility. When you kill enemies with a weak point, you extend the duration for invisibility. And when you kill enemies while your first ability is active, you're going to get health back. This has multi-synergies. For example, we have Combat Discipline. When you kill enemies, this is going to restore health. So you're always going to have health sustain. Synergies really well with Arcane Avenger. You lose health, gain health. Arcane Avenger triggers, giving you 45 flat critical chance. And we also have Arcane Crab, which gives you 3x final critical damage and 3% ability strength. Really good synergy. Not only that, we also have another layer of synergy with Lasting Covenant, his fort ability. When you kill enemies with a weak point, technically headshots, you extend the duration for your fort ability. So we have infinite sustain, the first ability, and the fort ability. Plus, the second ability also gives us health sustain, it gives us a lot of fire rate and reload speed. There's a lot of damage here. And yeah, that's it. I think I explained everything here. And now it's time for me to show you the Shards. For the Shards are highly recommend free to use. It's going to be all plus 50% ability strength red Shards. Yep, all of them. Ignore the yellow Shards. I do have multiple builds on my Harrow. That's why I have yellow Shards. But if you only like the Evade setup, go for all red. And there you go. Now it's time for me to show you my loadout. Alright, for my weapons, I'm going to use Koda Sporatrax. This is a AoE sniper. Let me show you the mods. There they are. These mods. This Arcane. Now for my secondary, it's going to be Nell Prime. His signature weapon. He kind of likes this weapon. It is his. It's a blast, multi-shot setup. You can do the Acuity setup as well. It's all up to you. I will link both of these builds down below. And melee weapon, I'm not going to use anything. For companions, you can use whatever you like. It doesn't really matter. And there you go. Now it's time for me to show you this setup against Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. Alright, let's start. I'm going to use my third ability first, then my fourth ability, allow enemies to shoot me to get some damage. Go into my first ability, invisible, spam my second ability a couple of times, and start shooting enemies. There we go. With that, we have infinite sustain on Evade. You can see bottom right, it says 28 seconds. And now it's going to say 33 seconds. You can also see our fourth ability is 48 seconds. Now it's 50, 60 seconds. You can spam your second ability to get the max duration on it. This gives you a lot of health sustain. It gives you reload speed and fire rate. With this setup, you have clear. If you use AoE or gas, it's all up to you. We have really good single target. We are invisible, technically unkillable. Enemies don't really know how to react to invisible enemies, units. And yeah, if you have energy problems, we do have Prime Flow. We have the third ability. There we go. Infinite invisibility. Enemies cannot do anything about this. The only one that can mess you up is an Acolyte that turns off your abilities. So try to kill him as soon as you can. Let me swap to my sniper. Need to get some stackies. There we go. There we go. Also works really well. You can also see right over here, Arcane Avenger, Arcane Crap. Oof, that was beautiful. Everything works. So many synergies. I do love synergies a lot. And when they all work together, it just feels nice. And the build is powerful. This setup does require a enemy density, so without a high enemy density, it just kind of falls apart. Playing this setup in a squad is also a nightmare, especially if your friends or the squad mates have AoE frames, so you won't be able to sustain invisibility, you won't be able to sustain your fort ability, you know, all of that. It's mostly a solo setup for endless game modes. Let me recast my abilities again. There we go. Beautiful. Recast my second ability a couple of times. Shoot these units. You can use whatever you like. His fort ability completely fixes critical chance. Not completely, but it makes everything like orange to red crit. Which is very, very good. We have a lot of critical damage. Arcane Crap also gives us critical damage, final critical damage. Very important for overall burst DPS and DPS. Yep. Here, recast this ability, there we go. It's very satisfying, and it works really, really well. There we go. Now let's wait for the Acolyte to spawn. There he is. That was fast. Let's see. Okay, it's not the one that turns off my abilities. Perfect. And he is dead. He didn't do anything. There we go. Recast my second ability again. There we go. Oof. Anything behind me? Yep. Everything is dead. Alright. I think you guys seen enough. Time for me to leave. And be right back. And there you go. Harrow Prime Evade is very good. It's very interesting, very unique, a lot of synergies, a lot of problem solving. I did fix everything that has to be fixed on this setup, and it works really well. There you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the build. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like and sub, and of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.